Alright, so today somebody asked me to record a video of my game room since they've seen pictures of it and they wanted to see exactly what it was that I had. So I'm just gonna go around the room and show everything. So I've got various like toys and stuff and graphics kind of around the room. Secret of Mana poster, Final Fantasy 1 and 2 poster. And then there's other little Mario things, Mario puzzles, figures, little Mario one that holds a DS, Donkey Kong, Mario Kart, a couple Mario Kart things. Then there's like different board games and stuff, kind of hard to see, but there's a chess set, Yahtzee, Jenga, Monopoly. Then up top I've got the Virtual Boy with some games. The original Game Boy, 2 different Game Boy colors, and a group of games. That Tetris goes to the Virtual Boy. 3 Game Boy Advances, 3 different colors, had those for Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles and just held on to them. The Game Boy Micro, I think that was Game Boy Advance Micro. And then I got this funny Mario backpack. It's kind of funny. Wind Waker poster on my wall with a Zelda shield. Kind of dorky, but I like it, so it's kind of cool too. Super Smash Brothers Brawl poster. And then on my couch is a quilt that was made by my mother-in-law for me. Yeah, she just made it. And some of the stitching are stars. So that was kind of cool. That was a Christmas present this year. Over here I've got some of the different Nintendo series. There was the Super Mario Bros. 3, Super Mario Bros. Super Show Season 1 and 2, Legend of Zelda series, Captain and the Game Master, then different strategy guides and stuff that I have for some of the games. Some of the little candies and stuff you can get at like Hot Topic, Spencer's Gifts and stuff. And then they had these at Target one day, so I bought those and ate them, and they were not too great, but they were kind of awesome. Then this giant wall graphic, which I started with, and this I think is a scene from the first stage in Mario. And then I've got a bunch of plush. I've got the Super Scope 6 gun. Some like little trading cards and stuff. And then this is my NES collection. Currently I've only got about 230 of the gray cartridges. So I'm still working on that collection. And then, let's see. This was given to me by my friend David. I actually didn't have a Genesis for a really long time. But him and his wife sent that to me. So I got that from them. That was kind of a really cool surprise. Then the top-loading NES with the NES Advantage, and then the dog bone controller. The original gray Zapper. Don't have an orange one yet. I don't know if I'll get that or not. Super Nintendo with one of my favorite games, Super Ghouls and Ghosts. And got the mouse with the little mouse pad. Then the Nintendo 64. Right now it's got Donkey Kong 64, which I don't think I really played, but it's in there. Gold controller from, I think that was released with Zelda. Might have been GoldenEye, I'm not really sure, but then I've got a Pokemon XD GameCube. My old one burnt out, and I don't know, for some reason I got rid of it. I should have just held on to it, but so I think it was actually replaced. They replaced it with this one. And it's got the Game Boy Advance loader at the bottom. Then I've got the, kind of hard to see, but the Intellivision from Mattel. And it also comes with the IntelliVoice synthesis module thing that plugs into the side. This was given to me by my father-in-law. It was his original one in his perfect working condition, so that's kind of awesome. Atari 2600, kind of standard. Everybody's kind of seen that. Let's see, I got some random different things down here. This is the Magnavox Odyssey 2, and it's got controllers that are built into it. It was one of the first ones with like a keypad, but it barely was used in any of the games. It was kind of confusing. And then I got a Game Gear there. That's an extra one that was also given to me by a friend. And then underneath, I think, is a PS2 Slim. Might be a PS1, PS2 or PS1 Slim. But I'm going to go with PS2 Slim. I don't think I've really played it. There was a store going out of business here and they had them for like $30, so I just picked it up and got some games with it that I never really played. I've got my Super Nintendo collection. There's about 50 games right now. Just mostly regular games that I really like. Unlike with the NES collection, I've only collected like specific games that I really want to play, whereas the NES collection I just pick up stuff as I see it. And then we got the Power Glove working, 2 of the Advantage controllers. Oh, this was the Max. That's my mistake. Let's see, some little holder things. Weird joystick. This was a money that I created for an art show here in Tampa. So this little guy is made out of NES controller pieces, extra one that I had, and I made a little label there for him, and his tail comes around and it's actually the little plug. This is for sale if anybody wants to buy it, but I don't really want to part with it too much. Some Mario Ball hacky sack that I got while visiting Activision. Some N64 games with my original Zelda box. Super Smash Brothers, kind of hard to see, but Super Smash Brothers for the N64. And then these would be my, it's probably Majora's Mask and Ocarina of Time. And then these were the games also given to me by my friends with the Genesis. And then the GameCube, Game Boy Advance, DS games. And then down here are some of the games for the Magnavox Odyssey 2. You can't really see it, but in the back here are just a bunch of different Atari 2600 games: Pac-Man, Asteroids, Breakout, Raiders of the Lost Ark, Donkey Kong, my favorite, Combat. And then the Gamecom, or Game.com, depending, handheld. It was the first one with a touch screen, kind of a predecessor sort of idea to the DS, which this thing completely flopped. It didn't work too well. But and then this is pretty much the entire collection of games that it was for the Gamecom. I think there's only like 24, and I think I have 20. There's a couple other games I don't have, and then some Intellivision games, all in box, nice condition, also given to me father-in-law. Then like PlayStation game, Zelda, Castlevania, or not Zelda, Final Fantasy. And then this is a Nintendo Power. I was working for a game company here in Florida, and this was the first, the very first video game that I worked on for the company Gorilla down here. When it was published in Nintendo Power, I thought that was pretty cool, so I had all the people that I worked with sign it. And it's actually the first Nintendo Power that started this subscription edition, so that's pretty much everything. Oh yeah, this is a skateboard that I designed based on Skate or Die, so I did all of that in 3D and kind of made it poly for pixel sort of art, so the little character's like, he's a three-dimensional character, but he's made out of little blocks, and everything is. But yeah, that's basically, yeah, that's the entire room, so hopefully people see this and enjoy it.